Hey beauties, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For this week, this is part 2 of the new Dior Summer Collection. I have the other eyeshadow palette, the 5 couleurs. This one is also a limited edition. It is number 333 Coral Flame. So we're going to review and swatch this one, and I picked up the new Rosy Glow blush that goes with it as well. So let's get right into it. So you have to excuse my voice. I am just finishing a cold or a flu, whatever. I'm just getting over it, but I feel like it's still lingering a little bit at the back, so that explains the voice and the tired eyes. But you know what? Anything for makeup. I was just too excited, so I have to try this palette with you guys. So this is the Coral Flame one. In my previous video, I will put the link. I have reviewed the other one that was the pastel colors. This is sublime. Honestly, this is just such a great palette. So I'm hoping that this one, the Coral one, has just the same look. Obviously it's going to be the same feel because it's the same collection, and it has that very satin finish, but the colors, look at these guys. Oh, how pretty. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. So this is obviously a warmer palette. The other one is more on the cool side. If I compare both of them, I think everyone can wear both palettes. It doesn't really matter, because I believe you can make both of them work. But yeah, let's just compare them side to side. So this is the coral one, and this is the pastel one. Yeah, they're both equally really nice palettes. Both limited edition, so if you're liking what you're seeing, if I was you, I would get right onto it. Yeah, so let's swatch this one, the Coral Flame. Let's start with the light yellow. I'm quite surprised, a bit like the other one that has a lilac. Let's just hope it's more of a pop of color than anything else. Oh, it's very light. It's very pretty. It's really just a little pop of color. It is beautiful. It's a powder, but obviously it's more of a creamy finish, and it has that little nice satin touch to it. So that's the yellow. Let's go with this one. Is more of an orange warm tone. It's got a gold shimmer into it. It's got a little bit more of a sparkle in it. If I come really close so you guys can see. See, it's got a bit of a sparkly golden in it, whereas this one, the yellow one, is really just a satin finish. This is looking beautiful as well. Then let's go with this one. So it's kind of a pink that has a bit of an undertone of a mauve in it. This one here, a little bit more pigmented, so you can compare. So obviously that's the third one, definitely more pigmented. It's really nice though. Proper satin finish. And then the darkest one is more of a brown with a bit of red in it. Yeah, it's like a chocolate tone. It's beautiful. Oops, I went all the way down. So quite dark, but once you spread it, it blends really nicely and easily. So this one has more of a sparkle in it, if I come really close. The other ones are really just a shimmer. And then the middle one, it has, it's more of an orange, that's the proper coral shade. Oh, it is beautiful. That's my favorite one from this palette. Definitely. Look at this. Beautiful. Yeah, that's gorgeous. And still just that really nice satin finish that blends like a dream. Let me know, guys, what you think so far. Is it like an outstanding palette? It's colors that we all have seen before. I think the key point is the formula. They are long lasting, they're not gonna crease, and this is particularly really nice. Maybe with this one, these are quite normal shade that you could have in any other palettes. Before I get into the eyeshadow, I did my base already, so let me walk you through what I've used for today. I started with the Dior, so they're all from Dior. This is the Forever Veil, Velvet Veil. That's the primer. I really like this one. It's a blurring matte primer longwear comfort. It is really blurring. If I come closer, you can't really see any pores. It just kind of leaves a really nice layer on your skin. Then I came with the Forever Glow filter, shade number 2. I'm an absolute fan. This is just looking so nice on the skin. It just gives the right amount of glitter sparkle without being too much, and it's not greasy at all. That I've come with the Dior Backstage foundation. I'm using shade 1.5 neutral. Just a really nice foundation. It's more matte, and I'm using the Forever Skin Correct concealer all over. That's a 24-hour hydration, and it's full coverage. I usually mix these two together. I'll use the concealer in areas where I want to have more coverage, and this one just to finish, and I use it with the beauty blender. So it just gives that balance of still looking a bit natural but not quite, so you're deciding where you want more coverage. So that's for the base. And now to finish the complexion, I want to use my Dior Maximiser shades. So I have the latest shade, it's Nude, that I will be mixing with bronze and peachy. Let's start with the bronze one. I'm gonna place it just a little bit on the forehead to give a bit of a bronzy look. Warm up the skin just a little bit. Instantly you can see it just add a little bit of color. Is really nice. And because we're using pretty much all the same collection of product, it doesn't get patchy, doesn't get muddy, and you're not going to disturb the product underneath. So see, forehead's done. It just really frames the forehead and add a bit of warmth and color to the skin. I'm really sold on those products. I think Dior has done a really nice collection, and it was time for them to come with some liquid bronzer and blush or highlighter, whatever you want to use them. Again, with the same bronzy, I'm not going to quite contour, but just add just a little bit. It's more of a bronzy shade than a contouring shade, but we can make it work anyway. So we're going to go upwards, and we're really warming up your complexion here. And once you've spread it, it gets quite sheer, so don't be afraid to use some. And now I'm gonna come with shade Nude and Peachy. I'm gonna mix the both of them together. I don't want to put too much because I have the blush as well, the new Coral blush to try. But I want to see, you know, if you add just a little bit more of a highlighter underneath, how it's going to look like. So the nude shade really makes me think of the Charlotte Tilbury highlighter. I think it's champagne shade. It's gorgeous, just gorgeous. So these two together that I'm going to keep as my highlighter. So I'm going to place it really high. So it just really gives you that nice glowing effect without adding too much color, which is what I want for today's look. So again, it's really in that spirit of French Riviera look. It's just warm French makeup, so you don't have too much, but you're looking healthy. And sometimes if you apply your blush too high, you can just come with your concealer brush and touch up a bit, so there's no a straight line where you'd have the blush meeting your foundation and concealer. I've just added just a little bit of powder under my eyes. I'm using the Givenchy Voile Rosé number 3. This is, I think that's the one that I reached the most for. It's really just adding a bit of luminosity and it blends really nicely. So now I'm gonna use this palette. I'm gonna start with the coral shade and come all over my mobile lid with it. It is such a gorgeous shade. It really works on blue eyes. Not that I was doubting it, but it is such a flattering shade. Oh, I'm loving this. What do you guys think? I think it's very summery. It's spring, summer, but more summer shade. I am loving this. You really see the coral shade popping through. It's beautiful and so easy to apply. It's not muddy, it's not patchy. It really just glides on your mobile lid. The coral, I'm obsessed with the shade. The coral is just stunning. Honestly, you could just wear the coral shade on its own with a brown eyeliner, brown mascara. Off you go. It's wow. I'm really liking it. So I'm gonna use now this shade here that has a bit of undertone of pink in it that I will add in the crease. So I've got a crease brush, but quite a loose one. So we're just gonna create an add dimension here. They blend so nicely together. Then I'm going to use the darker brown chocolate shade-ish. And I'm going to place it just right here in the corner. I'm using a very flat brush. It could be used as a eyeliner as well with a very small brush. You could use it as an eyeliner instead. So with that same darker shade, I went under my eyelashes as well. Really just applied it in the corner, as you can see. Now we're gonna go with the yellow one. Got a very small brush from Spectrum. And I'm going to place it right here in the inner corner to add some luminosity. It doesn't show much because it's very light. Just gonna have to work it a little bit more. Just really add that nice luminosity here. I finished the eye makeup. I've added liquid eyeliner, black liquid eyeliner. I need to find a brown liquid eyeliner. So you guys, if you have any suggestion for a good brown liquid eyeliner, please leave it down below in the comments. I think there is Tarte, if I'm not mistaken, that has one at Wood. I think I'd be interested to try. Other than that, I've got my mascara. I'm using a YSL. I'm quite true and loyal to my mascara. I had done my eyebrows already, and I am using the e.l.f. Brow Lift. This is cheap and it works, and it's there, it's not moving, and that's all I am using. I'm not filling in my eyebrows because I did the microblading a few years back. And yeah, I like the eyeshadow. It, like, don't get me wrong, it is really nice. It's very pretty. It's not patchy. It just blends nicely, but is it groundbreaking? Probably not. I mean, I'm just being really, really honest and open with you guys. It's a nice palette. It's limited edition, so if you don't have anything else similar in your kit, go for it. It's worth the money. But I mean, it is browns, warm browns, and a coral. So if you have the equivalent in your makeup kit, there's probably no need to splurge. Unless you really want it, then be my guest, go for it. But yeah, I mean, I like it. It's a nice palette. It's very summery. It's very fresh. But I am liking it, and I think you can create a lot of looks with it. So I will keep playing around with this palette. Now onto the Rosy Glow. I love these. I have a few of their shades, and honestly, they just give you that healthy, fresh look. So I'm quite happy I picked up this one. So that's from the same collection. This is Rosy Glow Puppy Coral number 061. Look at this. That's a beautiful color. Beautiful. It's got always like a nice little soft perfume that I quite enjoy as well. I'm gonna take a small fluffy brush and just gonna add it over the Glow Maximiser that we have. So don't want to take too much, just in case it turns to be patchy or something. Oh, look at this, guys. Oh, this is worth every penny. It really just adds that pop of color, that fresh look. This one is highly pigmented. I thought it was going to be more of a sheer, but it is quite pigmented, so light-handed with this one. Just gonna come really up high on the side and blend it with the eyeshadow. Oh, I'm really liking this. I'm really, really liking the blush. How pretty and just fresh and healthy. It's really, really nice. I think, yeah, so I didn't pick up the gloss because I felt like I have so many lip gloss, but I will be using the newest xoxo. This is a coral shade as well, so it should really just match. We're all being matchy here. And I've applied my lip liner, that is the Makeup Forever Endless Cacao lip. I hope you've enjoyed watching today's video. Either I've given you the envy of going and buy the newest summer collection from Dior, or you're going to save your money. If you've liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, you can do so by hitting the subscribe button, and you can also follow me on Instagram. Thank you very much for watching.